Ahoy there, I'm Captain Chris. I'm not a real captain, but in this video I'm going to answer the questions many people ask when planning a Marella cruise. Questions about the Wi-Fi, the drinks packages, the dining times and plenty more. And hopefully this will help you if you're cruising with Marella anytime soon. So the first question you may be asking is, are there set dining times in the restaurants and do I need to book the restaurants in advance? Well, unlike other cruise lines like MSC for example, there are no set dining times in the main restaurants or specialty restaurants. The specialty restaurants are very popular though and probably do need booking either in advance of your holiday or on board using the Navigate app. In the main dining rooms you can just turn up whenever you like, but you may have to wait if you arrive during the peak hour around 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. If you do have to wait, you can queue up or take a pager so you know when your table is ready. We usually went to the restaurants around 6:15 and got seated straight away every time. Next up, how do I settle my onboard account? All Marella Cruises are cashless on board, so everything you buy during your holiday is charged to your onboard account. The easiest way to settle this is by registering your credit card, and that can be done before you leave home through the Marella Cruise Control portal. Then your onboard account is charged to your credit card at the end of your holiday. If you really want to settle your account in cash, you must pay a £200 per week deposit up front, so visit reception on the first day, but really a credit card is much simpler. How much does it cost to pre-book your cabin? If you want to choose which specific cabin you'll be staying in, you can do this no less than 15 days before you travel. The advantage of doing this is to avoid noisy and busy areas or be close to other friends you may be travelling with, or choosing an area less affected by the movement of the seas. Choosing your cabin costs £70, although prices do change, so double check that if you're interested. If you choose not to do that, you'll be allocated a cabin, most of which are lovely, but a few might be noisy or have an obstructed view, so it really is up to you. What is bonded luggage? This mostly applies to trips to the Caribbean, but it simply means that when you fly out to your embarkation port, you don't have to collect your luggage at the airport and take it with you to the ship, but instead it's taken from the plane to your cabin for you. This will only apply on TUI flights though, not on other flights that you might have booked yourself. And that brings me on to, how do I get my luggage labels? Well, that's an easy one. You can print them off at home from the Marella Cruise Control portal. You should also use this to register your passport details, emergency contacts, insurance and dietary requirements, and then print your luggage labels 2 weeks before you travel. If you can't print them yourself, they will give you the luggage at the airport, but obviously it will save you time on the day if you've done it at home. Do I have to tip on board? Easiest question of the day, because the answer is no. All crew gratuities are included with Marella, so no onboard tipping is required unless you really want to. A few questions about the cabins now, starting with, are there tea and coffee making facilities in the cabins? Yes, there are tea and coffee making facilities in all cabins, and if you book a junior suite or above, there's also one of these coffee machines with pods that make tiny but delicious espresso coffee, ideal for waking you up in the mornings. What adapters do I need to take with me? Now, this depends on which ship you're travelling on. On the Marella Voyager, Explorer and Explorer 2, there are a mixture of 110 volt US style sockets and 220 volt European sockets, so us Brits will need an adapter. On the Marella Discovery and Discovery 2, the sockets are all the British kind, so no adapters required for us. There are USB sockets at the bedsides in all ships as well, so you can charge your phones and devices. Do I need to take pool towels? No, large pool towels are provided in your cabin, so you don't need to fill your suitcases up with these. But be sure to leave them in your cabin at the end of your holiday, because there's a £10 charge if they go missing. Is there a dress code for dinner? You are encouraged to dress smartly if you're dining in the main dining rooms and specialty restaurants. Shirts, polo shirts, trousers or tailored shorts, skirts, dresses, shoes, sandals and smart trainers are all fine. Try to avoid sportswear, flip-flops and non-tailored shorts. If you're eating in the buffet, however, casual wear is fine. If your cruise includes a dress to impress night, then you can go for it with lovely suits and evening dresses, but this is optional, so you can just stick to your usual smart clothes if you want to. Next, I'm going to tell you about the Wi-Fi and drinks packages. Before I do, can I quickly ask you to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Subscribing doesn't cost you anything, it just means you'll know when I post another video, and it really helps me out with growing my channel, so please subscribe. Thank you. So now, what about the Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi on Marella Cruises isn't the best, especially for video streaming, but it's fine for checking emails, scrolling through social media and web browsing. But Marella Cruises do things differently when it comes to paying for Wi-Fi. Whereas most cruise lines make you pay a daily rate for the whole of your holiday, Marella sell you a set amount of data for a fixed price. If you use all that data up, you can choose to pay again for another set amount or just leave it. Here are the costs, ranging from £20 for 400 megs, which would be suitable for essential needs and light browsing, right up to £99 for 8.5 gigs, which is plenty for the most committed users. If you want to buy a bundle, connect to the ship's Wi-Fi when you're on board, open the Navigate app and purchase online. There are a few ways to make your allowance last longer, so remember to close all apps when you're not using them, log out of the Wi-Fi whenever you can, turn off auto updates, auto uploading of photos to the cloud and auto downloading of emails if you can do without those things, and remember you can use your phone's mobile data when you're in port. Do I need to buy a drinks package? One of the best things about a Marella cruise is that all cruises are all-inclusive of drinks. However, you do have the option to pay extra to upgrade from the standard all-inclusive drinks package to the premium all-inclusive. So, should you? Well, on the standard package you can have beers like Foster's and John Smith's, Strongbow cider and some bottled beers like Peroni and San Miguel, standard spirits like Smirnoff vodka, Gordon's gin and Jameson's whiskey, port and liqueurs like Bailey's and Southern Comfort, sherry and martini and Dubonnet, house wines and a few others like Merlot and Pinot Grigio, cocktails including Cosmopolitan, Mai Tai and Long Island iced tea, mocktails and soft drinks by the glass. These are all available from 10 AM until 2 o'clock in the morning. If you upgrade to the premium package, you get a much larger wine list, more cocktails including mojitos and mudslides, more choice of beers and ciders, premium brand spirits like Bombay Sapphire, Absolute Vodka and Jack Daniels, cans of branded soft drinks, Red Bull and J2O, and premium Lavazza coffee from the Coffee Port. The cost of that upgrade varies by cruise, but expect to pay around £12 to £14 per person per day, so a little under £200 for two of you on a week's cruise. That's not a bad price if you really want the extra choice or the premium brands, or maybe you get through a lot of coffee or lots of cans of Coke. One thing worth knowing though is that if you're on the standard package and you fancy a drink that's not included in that, you can just pay as you go for a premium drink, and Marella are quite reasonable with their prices for that. Most premium drinks only cost £3 or £4, so if you only want one occasionally, it's probably not worth paying for the upgraded premium package. If you're going to want 3 or 4 premium drinks per day, including the premium coffee, then you probably may as well pay to upgrade to the premium package. But the standard drinks are perfectly good, so if you want to keep your costs down, stick with the standard package and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Whatever you choose, I hope you have as great a holiday as we did, and until next time, thanks for watching.